Hi, I'm Amy Beatty, Reference and Instruction Librarian at Southeastern University. In this video, you will learn how to identify different kinds of information in order to answer your research questions. The Oxford English Dictionary states information is knowledge communicated concerning some particular fact, subject, or event. That knowledge is created to convey a message to specific audiences. Depending on the nature of your question, the right information may come from friends and family, news, magazines, scholarly journals, or books. Information from these sources varies in quality, reliability, and depth. Information is created for different purposes over time. While initial information is created to inform and pique interest, information created weeks, months, or years after an event often offers an analysis of the event, its impact, and theories on why it happened. You need to decide what kind of information will help you answer your question. Internet, television, and radio. These are sources that are created the day of the event. The authors may be reporters or people with degrees in journalism, or ordinary people who just feel like commenting on the event. The intended audience is the general public. These sources have less depth because they are reporting events as they happen. There is little time for analysis. Newspapers. Newspaper articles are written by journalists. These articles are created shortly after the event and may include follow-up information, as reporters are able to communicate with those involved in the event. The intended audience is still the general public. Popular magazines. These sources are written by journalists who may or may not have a degree in the field. They are written for a broad general audience. They tend to be written for entertainment purposes. The authors do not cite other sources, and typically the information is not in depth. Encyclopedias. You may not expect encyclopedias to be listed next. While print encyclopedias may take a year or more to update, electronic versions can be updated faster. It may be hard to determine who the author of an encyclopedia entry is. The intended audience is the general public, unless it is a subject-specific encyclopedia. These brief overviews should not be cited as sources in your academic work, as they are not peer-reviewed and are merely summaries of the topic. Use encyclopedias to point you to other better, in-depth sources that are better suited to your academic research. Trade magazines. These type of sources are written by people who work in a specific field. The target audience is people who work in that particular trade or industry. This could include an agriculture magazine, an IT magazine, or film entertainment magazine focused on those who work in that area. While these sources often do not have bibliographies or cite other sources, they are generally more reliable because they are written by people who are working in the field and are using their professional knowledge to help others. Journals. This type of source can have several names: scholarly, peer-reviewed, refereed, and can refer to either the journal or the articles inside the journal. The authors are usually scholarly with advanced degrees in the field they are writing about. The articles are written for other scholars in the field. This information is reliable because it is written by experts who are also citing the works of other experts. Peer-reviewed means that other experts have read these articles and decided that they are good enough to go into the journal. These sources will have bibliographies. Books. These sources take longer to create because the authors go through a publication process. An editor checks their information and their sources. The audience can vary depending on the subject and the depth of information presented. Often, books are a good one-stop shop place to find differing opinions, arguments, and general information about a topic that you may not know much about. Because there has been much time between the event and the writing of a book, there is time for more analysis and collecting of all the data in one place. These are three types of sources that can be found in the library databases. This chart may be helpful as we break them down for you. They are all scholarly. However, these three sources are not equal in reliability. Let's take a topic of vaccines, for example. If you did a paper on vaccines, you might get these three journals, but they are not the same. National Geographic is not peer-reviewed and is written to a popular and common audience. Their mission statement includes entertaining audiences, which does not equate to producing scholarly information. Additionally, National Geographic is written by journalists who may have a science background, but they are still journalists, not scientists. The second source, The Scientist magazine, is a professional trade journal intended for life scientists. Coverage includes reviews of widely noted research papers and profiles of up-and-coming scientists. These articles are often written by freelance science writers and may or may not contain references. The third source, Nature, is a multidisciplinary scientific journal and one of the world's top academic journals. Research scientists are the primary audience for the journal and thus peer-reviewed. The papers that have been published in this journal are internationally acclaimed for maintaining high research standards. These different types of information can be found using different tools. Each commercial search tool tends to favor one or two types of information. For example, the first page of search results from Google Scholar are not likely to have links to WebMD, a popular information type. But libraries generally have access to all three types of information and much more, making them great places to start your investigations no matter what you're researching. Before you begin searching, ask yourself, what kind of information do I want? Every information need requires careful consideration. Ask yourself, what do I want to know? What kind of information do I need? Most publications are generally categorized as popular, professional or trade, and scholarly. Knowing the characteristics of each can help you decide which one will answer your question more effectively before beginning your research. Thanks for watching, and if you need more help, be sure to contact a librarian here at Southeastern University.